Hello everyone, my name is Professor Kakade Vidi and welcome you all in the class for Structural Designing 1. In Structural Designing 1, we have covered a small part like design of connection and all in this subject. The remaining part we are doing so. This is the one of the most important part is design of tension member. Okay, so in the starting of a structural design one, I have I did tell you that there are many members which in the truss or structural steel structure member. In that different members act differently. Okay, if some member is connecting each other, they are transforming a different forces from one member to another member, bearing and transferring it to the next member. Okay, so the behavior of the member is depending on the forces which it carries. Okay, or how it behaving. So each and every member having this own property. So the members, some members are in tension, like that we are going to learn. Some members are in compression, some members are in flexion. Okay, some members are in shear. So that kind of the members having subjected under a different kind of load, we have to design such members in the way of taking its critical situations. Okay, so if there is a tension member, so we have to design a particular member by the considering different tension failure criteria. So in this chapter we are going to learn that before the start the design we have to learn some small parts of the this design. So first of all, what is tension member? The member undergoes in extension due to the axial pull is known as a tension member. Whatever it is, okay. If consider this is the member and something forces like this and this are acting on the particular this member, it means that it undergoes in a extension. Okay, so that's why it is called as a tension member. So the common example of the tension members are in a structure, a bottom chord member, pin jointed roof truss, bridges, transmission line tower, wind bracing system in a multi-storied building, and many more things. So the simple example of a tension member is this tie member. Okay, this blue line which is drawn on the truss figure, you can see here this member is known as a tension member. So what is mean by tension member? The member which undergoes in a extension is known as a tension member. In the different area there is a different tension members, like this suspended bridge. Okay, this is a cable stayed bridge. Okay, what happens when there is a low bearing capacity? At such situation, two piers are constructed. Okay, few piers are constructed. These piers are holding this deck. Okay, holding this deck portion by this cable. So that steel cable, okay, that cable also under in a tension. So when we are designing this cable, should be followed the particular tension member design. In that these cables are also, these vertical cable in a suspension bridge are also in tension member. The bracing provided in the steel structure building. Okay, what happens in generally, if we move forward and understand the design related to the earthquake design and wind forces, the bracing is provided, like this is the floor. Okay, that kind of the bracings are generally provided in the holding structure. Okay, if you move on a road and some holding, you could see the holding, that kind of that cross bracing are provided. These bracings are provided to hold these two joints. Okay, these two joints, this one and this one, joints must to be supported by each other, and that joint are rigided or supported by this bracing is known as wind bracing. And in many section, okay, the simplest example about the tension member is the light, okay, the electricity pole. Okay, the side wire you which is holding the structure and inserted in the ground, that wire also or that cable also is tension member. This is the simplest example for the tension member. This is known as a tension member. So whenever there is an axial pull, okay, that member is known as a tension member. Before the shear lag effect, there was a concept that different member should be used, different section should be used as a tension member. That kind of the question might be asked, okay, which is not included in a PPT, because I thought that this is a simple, very simple concept. So I skip that, but it need to be share with you. Okay, when you decided to design the member, you must to decide what kind of the section should be provided while designing the member. In the first chapter, okay, in introductory part, we have learned there is a different section, okay, which generally cast on the side, or okay, rolled steel section, which are under a different shape. So that different shape section you could use in the tension member. Most commonly we use angle section. Okay, we use angle section, then channel section like this, then I section. These are the most famous or mostly used singular section in the tension member, as a tension member. Beyond this, you could use hollow circular section, hollow tube, or hollow rectangular or square section. Okay, many times it's happened like this. A singular section is not enough, okay, is not enough for the particular loading condition. So in that situation, you have to provide the built-up section. What is mean by built-up section? When two sections are connected by each other and forming a unit section is known as a built-up section. What happens generally? Single section is not able to bear the particular load, okay, external load. In that situation, what we do, whatever the available section, we join it together and form a singular section or unit section is known as an built up section. So that built up section might be two angle are connected each other, might be two channel section connected each other, might be two eye section connected each other, or plates are connected on the eye section. That kind of the different built up sections are made according to the requirement. So that point is not included in the PPT, but you must to be understand this. In the Pune University, that kind of the question are many times been asked. So you must to understand this. Whenever the question of for 4 marks, this is most simple question asked to draw the what are the different type of the section used in the used as a station member. So you have to draw this 5 6 section like angle section, P section, I section, channel section, and the connected section like built up section like two angle connected each other, when two channel section connected each other, like this channel section connected each other get face to face, then at the back to back. Okay, so this is a simple question which generally asked in the university exam. Next, the frequently asked question is what is the shear lag effect? This kind of question might be asked in an oral examination. This is the favorite question from the examiner. What is the shear lag effect? When you read the book, okay, whatever the book you read, the question is very difficult to understand. But in that video, we are going to learn it in a very simple manner. So generally what we do, we connect the member to each other. Okay, we connect the different member to each other, not by through this physical contact. Okay, or we can say not together to each other, but by using the gusset plate. It is gusset plate itself. It get the or bear the loading from the another section and transfer it to the different or another section. So whenever gusset plate, when we are connected a member, it is connected to the gusset plate. So it is like this is the gusset plate, or you can see here the drawing. Consider this is the member, one member is coming from this direction. Okay, and we are connected this member to the another direction. Another this member is connected here. So what generally happened? We connected it through by the gusset plate. It might be any shape. So the red box is the gusset plate. A gusset plate connect the different members. So when load came from this direction to this plate, it need to be transferred at this section. Okay, so this transfer by the gusset plate or through the connection. So consider this is the gusset plate. Okay. So that gusset plate is this. Consider this figure as it neat as is possible, and we have connected the angle section. Okay, and these are the connection. I must be different color. So consider this is as a connection. The green section is showing the okay, that green section is showing the bolted connection. in that particular figure, you are able to see that one leg of the angle section is connected to the gusset plate by using a bolt. Okay, by the media of a bolt. So first we need to read the definition. When a tension member like angle section or channel section is connected to the gusset plate, okay, which is connected to the gusset plate or other structural member through welding or bolting, such that only few legs are not are connected. Okay, whatever this is particular in an angle section, this is the one leg,